Well, hello, everybody. Guess what? It's time for another NSA Nugget. I'm your host, Brian Weaver. I'm the VP of Sales with NSA. And today's topic is going to be on NSA Plus. Learn how to take your ERP system to the next level. So let's get started. Well, joining me on today's session is Glenn Bell. Glenn is a senior technical consultant with NSA. Glenn, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Brian. Glad to be here.
So before we get started, I think we need to first help our audience define what NSA Plus actually is.
Yeah, so NSA Plus is our signature suite of solutions. It's designed to boost the efficiency of ERP systems and really bring a seamless end user experience for our clients.
Yeah, so could you please elaborate on the specific elements of what NSA Plus is and why that is unique to our company?
Yeah, the way I see that NSA Plus really stands out is it's the completeness of our offering, right? We have a whole broad offering of solutions that encompasses not just the software, but hardware, mail flow, security. It's really all the pieces and parts that help deliver the system efficiently. So I like to think of it a little bit kind of like a race car, right? I mean, you can have a really talented driver and you can have all the pieces and parts in your car. But when you're going down the racetrack, if you're going down the road and you've got one tire that's flat, you're not going to go very far, very fast. So the way we look at it is we really have to look at a broader view of all of our services and know that the hardware matters, the mail flow matters, the security matters, and performance and software all matter. And that's a little bit of what I think is the plus in NSA Plus.
So, in addition to the broadness of the portfolio and all the different things we offer, what else makes it unique from an NSA perspective?
Well, I think it's really the broadness of the choices that we bring to bear. So we have an awful lot of solutions that can address specific needs. And I think that can go from anything from, a minor tweak to a completely comprehensive overhaul. We have a great team of people that are capable of handling any and all of that.
Glenn, that approach really highlights the value of what NSA services bring to the table. Single source through NSA for all these different services which enhance your ERP system. But it's not just that, right? So NSA has vetted all of these solutions. They're all robust. They deliver high quality of service to meet our client expectation.
Well, let's start at the beginning. Let's start at the point of sale with e-commerce solutions. I mean, we have an awful lot of different products again to bring to bear for this. So, if you're looking for a simple storefront that's going to take orders online, we can certainly help with that. If you're looking for a little bit more, going a little deeper, maybe offer self-service quotes, certainly we can help with that too. But we can go really as far as you want to go into a complete supply chain platform if that's what the circumstances need.
Now, what about hosting services?
Yeah, so for hosting, I mean, we've been involved in hosting for a very long time. We work with a lot of different platforms, and we've got some great skills at being able to uplift systems to the cloud. But we do go a little bit further with that, or have the opportunity to do to go into things like looking at the operating systems at that time. Do we need upgrades there? Do we need to add some security? What about MFA across access that's unified with your other systems? We look at a lot of different pieces and parts, and I think that's a big part of our plus in the NSA Plus. There's another opportunity here too for people that are moving towards CSD, but maybe not quite ready to go there. We can definitely take those systems and bring them up into the cloud and start by having your systems work from on-prem to the cloud, and then later when you're ready, we can move to CSD.
Well, Glenn, that makes an awful lot of sense. So one of the things we know about the ERP system is it is very robust in terms of the amount of data that's available within the ERP system. So how does business intelligence help our accounts?
BI is all about harnessing data, right, to be able to improve your decision making. And it's not just about gathering data, but being able to do so in an actionable manner. It just leads to better data-driven decisions.
And now we also cover CRM, and it's not just your old CRM of old, right? It's very modern. Can you explain a little bit as to what we offer in the CRM space?
So everybody's talking about AI these days, right? But our solutions have been doing this for a while now. So CRM, is really geared towards being able to communicate with your clients, and but these tools are able to do an awful lot more. Leveraging artificial intelligence, we're able to really manage that pipeline and bring in complementary products that make sense for the clients. So that really boosts or drives sales forward and really leads to customer satisfaction at the end of the day.
Well, speaking of customer satisfaction, how about EDI? What does that deliver for clients?
Yeah, so electronic data interchange, right? That's a mouthful. So this technology allows businesses to exchange documents in a standardized way, and the standardized is really the key. It's a way of establishing, a base way of communicating, and quite frankly, the larger vendors are really driving this and requiring it. We've got great skills to be able to help people work with this and really help with streamlining transactions and being more efficient.
Now, we also offer payment management and document management as well.
Payment management systems, right? I mean, we offer automated systems for more efficient transactions. And the piece that I think everybody kind of likes on this is you get paid quicker, right? It makes it more efficient, and you can get that cycle of payment a little bit faster, right? So document management, though, that's all about stepping away from pre-printed forms. And I think in general, anytime you can step away from printing in general, that's a solution that's really helpful to people.
Well, that's great. Well, we still talk about, cloud suite and hosted solutions and so forth, but hardware's not going anywhere. Do we offer hardware solutions also?
Not all of our clients are moving to the cloud immediately. Some of them never will. So we really are involved in hardware. We do this all the time. We're looking at servers, and we're very adept at specing servers that make sense for the right size of need. And it's not just about just server replacement either. There's a whole lot of on-premise hardware that we're involved in, and that's firewalling, like failover firewalls, for example. Switches and access points, and certainly barcode scanners as well.
Speaking of barcode scanning solutions, it's not just the barcode collection devices, but actually the software that's on those devices as well, correct?
Our barcode scanning and data collection ties right in with shipping and receiving and inventory management capabilities as well.
And we have offer tax solutions also. Why would someone need tax solutions as an example, especially if they're a larger distribution company?
Yeah, because I mean, tax code's hard, and complex tax rules change, right? We're able to really assist with navigating those changes and also all the jurisdictions that are involved.
Yes, and that's not only at the state level, but at the county level, city level sometimes, and it's hard to keep up on all those different tax routines, right? And network and security, this is a
Yeah,
very big space for NSA, correct?
yes, it really is. I mean, over time, we've really noticed that, particularly in the distribution space, a lot of the systems that we see aren't really where they need to be, and we do have some concerns with that. There's a lot of older operating systems that are out there that really can't be protected well. They don't perform well, and beyond that, there's authentication mechanisms that aren't where they need to be. So we're able to help with those things. Their firewalling, and is there redundancy in their firewalling? And we really are very deep in general on the networking and the security side of this. That includes mail flow, by the way. It's a big part of security these days.
Yeah, and I know that we have a graphic that we can pull up as well. So NSA has developed its own proprietary pyramid of solutions, if you will, which kind of prioritize the sequence in which clients might want to think about all these different security areas. And we can see from the graphic design here that it is really quite robust. Now, while we have this
Yeah,
up, can you
absolutely.
talk a little bit about operating system upgrades and updates and why that's important?
Oh, sure. Uh, Yeah, so I mean, operating systems, I'll tell you, that's one piece that just really gets left behind a lot of times. And I understand it. There's some things involved to migrate from one to another. there's a bit of work there to do, right? But it's really critical, and here's why. So, I mean, I'm still seeing operating systems like 2008 R2 out there, and they can't be protected by antivirus of any kind. I mean, the operating systems themselves no longer get updates from Microsoft, and they're just not able to be protected with antivirus. So, I mean, let's look at the timeline here, right? 2008 is 2023. 2012 R2 still seems to some people like the one that's kind of the newer thing, but it's not. It's end of life this year. And following that came 2016, 2019 server, and now we're at server 2022. We really need to be on a path to get to the latest supported operating system.
That's terrific. So the security piece, there's actually two key elements to it, right? One is trying to prevent bad stuff from getting in with multiple different service offerings that we have. And the other is a quick recovery once something actually does get past all of your security elements. Is that correct?
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's key to be able to get back to where you were when you're in trouble.
The other thing that we'd like to make sure we cover is the NSA connectors. Can you talk a little bit about NSA connectors and where we may have connectors connected with?
Yeah, so NSA connectors were developed by our team and are a fantastic tool for being more efficient to talk to SXE and CSD. And so these tools are more efficient, more cost effective. And one of the great things about it is they're fully supported by NSA. So the updates they need and the system is able to be managed and kept running by us. Currently, we have connectors that are designed for Avalar attacks, which is a robust management system and platform for taxation. We have cyber science and Esker AR suites and Bill Trust, which are efficient accounts receivable tools.
Okay, terrific. Well, that's certainly a robust group of services that NSA offers, not only different categories, but multiple offerings within each of those categories. Is there any final thoughts that you have on NSA Plus as we bring up a graphic of all the different services that we offer today?
Well, I do. I guess I would talk just a little bit about mail flow very quickly. And I know we have some dedicated presentations on this, but this is really an important thing. So over 70% of all intrusions these days begin with an email. That's not my statistic. You can search this out, but the FBI, antivirus companies, security companies all agree 70% or more, it's really the attack vector of our day, right? And we need to be able to protect our mail flow. We have some great solutions for that. I would encourage you to look at those presentations, encourage you to look at securing your environments, particularly Office 365, which we're very involved in. We use it, and I guess I would say this about Office 365. We don't typically look to Microsoft to protect Microsoft. You don't do it for your servers or your PCs, right? You usually use a third-party antivirus solution, for example. And we highly recommend that you look beyond Office 365 to protect Office 365. So we have some great solutions for that as well.
Well, that makes a lot of sense. So, anyone that's interested in any of these services, we have our contact information here at the bottom of the screen. You can contact myself or Glenn Bell. Again, keep in mind that the first step is identifying the type of service that would work best for you. And then within that category, which one of those services best fits your particular need. And we look forward to being able to engage with you on all these different services. And NSA Plus continues to grow as well. I mean, we have over a dozen offerings today, offering categories today, and that will continue to grow as the needs of our clients change and that we react to those needs. So I'd like to thank everybody. Glenn, thank you so much for joining us today, and we look forward to hearing from you. So that's a wrap.